eat, you can't sleep, you can't stop thinking about that person, that's typically infatuation rather than actual love. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather, and on this channel I talk about faith-based dating and relationships and how to prepare for a healthy kingdom-focused marriage. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure to hit that subscribe button and stick around. So in today's video, I am sharing 20 things that I wish I knew about dating in my 20s. Let's go ahead and jump into the list. Number one is to make sure that you are actually ready to receive love. So instead of just going and looking for love, first take a look inside and make sure that there aren't any barriers or unresolved issues that are keeping you from even being able to receive love in the first place. Number two is to always listen to your instincts. If something is telling you that this person is not right for you or that something is just off about them, then don't just ignore it. That's there for a reason. And if you're a Christian, that's probably the Holy Spirit prompting you. So be aware of that and make sure that you listen to that instead of falling prey to just continuing a relationship to be in a relationship. I remember that this happened to me when I was dating someone in college, and there was something that he said that just really didn't sit well with me, and I kept thinking about it. And I knew in my heart that this person was not right for me, but I continued to date him for 5 months, and it just ended with me getting my heart broken. So if I had to do it over again, I would have listened to that still small voice and either ended the relationship right then or maybe probed and asked more questions. Number three is that being in a relationship will only amplify any struggles that you already have inside you. It's not going to heal them. If you have any undealt with pain or trauma or insecurities, they're only going to be intensified when you're in a dating relationship. So try to deal with those on your own and don't think that being in a relationship is going to solve all of those problems for you. Number four is don't compare your relationship to others. This is even a bigger deal now that we have social media and all of these platforms where we can see what's going on in everyone else's lives. It's so tempting to compare and think that someone else's relationship is perfect and our relationship is less than because it's not like theirs. Don't do that. That's only going to cause feelings of discontent and take away from what could otherwise be a really good relationship. Just let the relationship be what it is and fight that temptation to compare with everyone else. Number five goes right along with that, and that is that no relationship is perfect. No matter how compatible two people are, relationships are going to take work. They're going to take effort. So don't think that just because you have some disagreements or that things aren't perfect, that it's not right or it's not good. That is just a normal part of being with someone else. Number six is to never compromise who you are just to make a relationship work or to make someone want to be with you. Be sure to stay true to your values, your beliefs, your interests, your priorities, no matter how amazing you think that other person is. Because once you start giving those things away, then you lose part of yourself. And even if you do end up getting that person or staying with that person, is it really worth it if you're not even your true self anymore? This is another mistake that I made when I was in a relationship in my 20s. I gave everything into the relationship and I did everything that that person wanted to do. And it wasn't their fault. This was a choice that I made, not realizing that I was letting go of everything that I wanted and everything that I was interested in. And by the time the relationship ended, I didn't even know who I was anymore or what I even enjoyed doing because I hadn't done it in so long. Number seven is don't chase someone who does not love or respect you. If someone is rejecting you, then it's best to just move on and move forward. Rejection is a horrible feeling, but it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means that they are not the right person for you. So don't waste your time chasing them and trying to get them back. It's best to just move forward and open yourself up to the person who is right for you. Number eight is don't jump into a relationship just because you're lonely and wanting to move on. Allow some time for healing and reflection, because if you don't, then you're going to find yourself in the same cycle over and over again, wondering why you're always in toxic relationships. Number nine is that you aren't going to be able to recognize the right person until you are in the right place internally. If you're not in a healthy place, you can actually feel a very strong pull towards the wrong people for the wrong reasons. Number 10 is that you have the power to determine whether a breakup or a heartbreak destroys you or makes you stronger. You can either allow yourself to be a victim or you can be an overcomer. It's really up to you. Number 11 is that you teach people how to treat you. No one can set the bar for your worth. Only you can do that. You set the standard for what kind of treatment that you are willing to accept. Number 12 is that fairy tale love does not exist. It can be fun to read about it and watch the movies. I love a good romantic story, but that's not real love. When you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't stop thinking about that person, that's typically infatuation rather than actual love. True love is a choice and a commitment that you work at every day. So just because you aren't constantly feeling those butterflies and those intense emotions, that doesn't mean that you're not still in love. Number 13 is that not all men are jerks. If you find yourself thinking that, then maybe you have bad taste in men and you need to stop and think to yourself, why is that? Why are you choosing this type of man over and over again? Number 14 is that being in a relationship or being asked out on dates does not determine your worth. You have worth regardless of your relationship status. Number 15 is that if you have to use your body to get him, then you'll probably have to use your body to keep him. And I guarantee you it will not be worth it. It will only cause you pain. And there won't be any kind of real depth to the relationship. Number 16 is that sometimes you are the problem. I know that that probably sounds harsh, but sometimes we just need to take the time to self-reflect and be more self-aware so that we don't keep repeating negative cycles. Number 17 is that you should never have to convince someone to be with you. If they are your person, then they are going to know it. They are going to feel it too. They will pursue you. Number 18 is don't just focus on what you can get out of a relationship or out of dating, but focus also on what you can give. Think about what you bring to the table. Think about how you can show up and love well. Number 19 is that you are not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that is okay. Not everyone is a match. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you or even with them. It's just not everyone is meant for each other. And number 20 is to grow instead of regret. Take the time to look back over your dating relationships to find the lessons in them, but then move on. I hope that this list was helpful and encouraging to you. If you have anything that you have learned from dating or being in a relationship that you would like to share, be sure to leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.